What's going on, guys? Your boy Raz reporting for duty. Today we're gonna train our shoulders. But first, you know what time it is. It's time for the pump cocktail. If you wanna know what it is, don't be shy. Ask in the comments. Anything you see, anything you want to know, just ask in the comments. Today I got a question about what I'm taking in the gym after someone saw the video. So if you're gonna ask, some other people will know as well. So that's gonna help the community. So let's drink this and then we are going to smash it. All right, people, let's do this. So we're gonna start our shoulders a little bit different. I would say this is more of an advanced technique to start. And we have two exercises which we're going to do in a row. Number one will be some bend over rows, but we're going to try to focus on our upper back. And we'll try to put emphasis on the rear delts. And then we have two sets of dumbbells, one set of dumbbells, 6 kilograms, and we're going to do some rear delt flies. So the grip on this one will be quite wide because we want to target the upper back, and the weight is not very heavy. We really don't want heavy weights for this exercise. So we're trying to get as low as we can, parallel with the floor, and boom. As you can see, the elbows are flared quite a bit, so we're getting it in this position. And then the same for the rear delt flies with 6 kilograms from the same position. Yeah, pretty much the same angle. A lot of people get this wrong. That one, what ends up happening is basically they end up with the elbows somewhere here, and then that's not going to target your rear delts anymore. That's going to target your lats. And if you do that, you basically defeat the purpose of the exercise, because lats are a strong muscle, and of course they're going to jump in very quickly. But with the rear delts, if you have the right angle, you're going to get tired faster. So that's why it's important to be aware of the form and be aware of what you're doing, where is every part of your body, so you can keep the muscles engaged. Otherwise, if you lose focus, if you lose concentration, if you lose the contraction, yeah, as I said, nothing going to happen for you. So you keep training for years and years on end, and then you end up with a deficient body part. And when it comes to shoulders, yeah, you have three heads. You have the front, side, and the back. So if you develop two sides, yeah, the front and the side, and then this is flat, it looks really, really bad. If we're doing especially a competition, the judges straight away will see that, and they will point you down. But not only that, even to create a healthy shoulder, you need to make sure that your rear delts are working properly. The rear delts are also involved in the posture. So this becomes even a more important task. Okay, let's go. Set number 2. So we're trying to do 12 and 12. Okay, and 12 with this one. Whew. Another thing which is going to happen if you do this in the beginning, for the rest of your workout, your shoulders will feel much, much better. You have more stability in your rotator cuff, more stability in your upper back. So if you're planning to lift some heavy weights, this will give you an advantage. All right, so after we've done with the rear delts, we're getting down to more serious business. So lateral raises. You guys need to understand that this exercise right here is going to make the difference between you having good shoulders and not. Because yeah, you can do heavy presses, you can do military presses, barbells, dumbbells, doesn't matter. But I believe, and I really believe this, that you cannot get away from the rear delts, from the side laterals. I got stuck on with the rear delts. But yeah, you cannot create a good looking pair of shoulders if you not do your your lateral raises. So second superset will be lateral raises, and we're going to do some clean and press. So we just done a warm-up set with 8 kilograms, and then we're going to do a drop set, 12 and 8. This one will stay. We might go heavier on the first one. So we do 10 reps, drop the weight, 8 kilograms, another 10 reps. I'm going to do it seated. Definitely can do it standing, but it just depends, in my opinion, depends on the day, on how much weight are you using, if you are mixing it with other exercises. But generally, if you want to be very, very strict, just do it seated. And we go. Okay, straight away, no break. If you need a break between this, it means you're not fit and maybe you need to do some cardio. But it's okay, just try to get both sets with as little rest as possible. We still keep it light, we don't want to go too heavy on this one. We're just going to focus on the form. We still have some heavy presses coming, but this one I find that it really works everything around the shoulder girdle. So besides your delt, you're going to work your traps, you're going to work your forearms. Kind of makes everything work nicely together. But anyway, if you pair this with another exercise, like I'm doing it at the moment with the lateral raises, it's going to be very taxing. Kind of lost count, but I'm aiming for 10 reps. I think that should be it. And yeah, that was the first set. Not a lot of rest, but just enough rest. And we have the 16. See? I'm not lying. Oh, with this one, it took me a really long time to up the weights. A long time. I mean, like, I don't know, 8 years. And obviously, sometimes you get injured. You have to go back, you lose some strength, but then it comes back quite quickly. It takes time, guys. It takes time. You know, just give yourself time. Don't try to rush things. But once you get there, you'll feel so accomplished. All right, let's go. That was heavy, but good. I felt it properly. It's getting in the way. Oh gosh. Let's go. What I found with the lateral head of the shoulder, of the deltoid, kind of responds better to more volume. So if you're doing like 5 reps for your rear delt, why I keep saying rear delt, for your lateral deltoid, it's not going to do much. So I'd rather stay within the 10, at least 10 reps. If you're doing a drop set, you know, that's going to give you enough reps. Okay, let's go. 10 of these. As I said before, with this exercise, it's not about the weight, it's about the control. It's about engaging the right muscles. Because if I would go a little bit heavier, I'm 100% sure my form will be impacted. God, shoulders burn so much. And what, I have 30 kilograms on the bar. it's nothing, but it comes to show that trying to build muscle in bodybuilding, it's not about the weight, it's about creating as much tension in the muscle as possible. Yeah, it's obviously it's super cool to lift heavy weights, but it's not everything. I already can feel my shoulders are freaking pumped. With this one, we are gonna keep it simple. I'm not gonna add anything extra. So another advantage of doing the exercises, like the isolation exercises prior to the heavy presses, is the fact that you warm up really well and your muscles will be activated. You're gonna feel them better. But the downside of this is that you will be a little bit tired, which is normal, which can be a good thing as well, because then you're not gonna be using crazy amounts of weight. You're gonna be safer from injuries, but your ego might suffer because obviously you're not going to be lifting as much weight. But I will repeat myself, it's not always about the weight, it's how you do the exercise, how much tension you can develop in the muscle, and that's going to lead to better progress, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, you still have to lift heavy, but it's not essential and not needed 100% of the times. All right, let's do this. And down slow, as slow as we can. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. Time under tension. If I start doing it too fast, there's no time under tension. And a lot of the times, if you're not very old in the sport, you're just gonna be ending up using your joints, your ligaments, other muscle groups. In this case, your traps can be involved, and you just pull something in your neck. It happened to me. I'm telling you from experience. Pull something from your neck, using maybe your lower back, and you just don't use the right muscle, so there's not going to be any gains for you. Or there are going to be some gains, but you could definitely have more gains if you do it properly. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go. Two more. Come on. That was weird. Oh, that was a weird rep. Oh, fuck. I felt like my left was taking over. This exercise is done. We've done our main exercise for the shoulders. Now we're going to do a little bit of traps, and we're gonna wrap it up. So we are on our last exercise. We're gonna give some attention to the traps. We're going to do some shrugs. And I know a lot of people will say, yeah, use a lot of weight, the traps need a lot of weight. But for me personally, because I don't have a really good mind-muscle connection, I found out that my traps will respond better with a little bit lighter weight, but with a stronger contraction. So you have to try and find what works for you, because we are all different and we respond differently. When it comes to the traps, you have to understand that there are three regions of the traps. You have the upper fibers, you have the middle, and the lower fibers. If you want to work out your upper fibers, which are these babies right here, you have to do this exercise. If you're doing rows, or if you're doing rear delt flies, if you're doing exercises in this plane of motion, then you're gonna use the middle and the lower fibers. But if you wanna work out the upper fibers, then this is the one. So lean forward slightly and okay, that felt really good. Another variant I've seen, it's not very popular, but back in the day, maybe 10 years ago, was very popular, was a version of this where you would basically do this and you would round your shoulders. I mean, you can really feel the traps burning, but at the same time, kind of grinding down your rotator cuff is not a very good movement for your rotator cuff. You can even get impingement in your shoulder and then you're screwed. So and definitely don't roll it forward because that's even worse. I would just say just keep with strict up and down shrug movements. If you are feeling it more on one side than the other, or if you see in the mirror that one side is getting more developed than the other, better just take a pair of dumbbells and you use that. But if your connection is good, no problem, just use the bar. So we just finished our workout and it's time for some posing. I'm surprised, but I actually had a very, very good session tonight. It's Friday evening, a bit tired, I can say, from working throughout the week, but I'm very, very pumped. As you can see in this video, the muscles felt strong, felt tight. The connection was as well sharp, and yeah, I'm super happy with the workout. I'm gonna be doing a couple of poses so we can showcase the shoulders, and we're gonna wrap it up. So as always, guys, I really appreciate if you got to this point in the video. It really means a lot to me. If you can drop a like, drop a comment, I would be so happy. Obviously, if you have any questions regarding the workouts or anything like that, just leave a comment and I'll come back to you. And yeah, I shall see you in the next video. Ciao.